Hi Flosstube, I'm Alicia.
I'm Kira.
And together we are stitching something here on YouTube. We also have an Etsy shop, Instagram, Facebook. And we'd like to say welcome back for those of you that are returning. And hi, if you are new, we're glad you are here with us. This is where we share our cross stitching, a little bit of quilting, a little bit of life, and our love of all things stitchy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, although we're both a little disappointed right now because we don't feel like we have as much to show you. We did a lot of life, not a lot of stitching.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that at the very end. But I'm going to show you, we'll just start with the July monthly mini village. I didn't show this last time. This is one I did make some color changes. I don't remember at this time. We did show it last summer. So if you want to go back and look at what colors I switched that to, you can go back and look at last summer's video. But this is from Cottage Needleworks. They did a monthly mini village every month last year if you were part of the subscription. And their little fireworks are fun. I know Kira and I have been stitching fireworks on some of the stuff that she's designed. And so it was just kind of, I was like, oh yeah, I did stitch different fireworks.
Yeah,
that
I see fireworks very different.
Yeah.
But I like those ones.
They're cute. It's fun. And I loved the changes that I made to make it match my patriotic home. As you can see, well, a little bit the quilt down below and then the one up above that matches more my personal style. And then as far as fully finishes go, we don't have any fully finished objects. We do have a pattern this close to releasing. We're waiting on a frame. I have a few more stitches to get in that, but not much.
Yeah, literally like 15 stitches probably.
No, well, the one word and then the two little motifs at the top. Two tiny motifs. Yeah. So little tiny bits. I did have one finished though, and it is on America the Beautiful. It's month 3 of the America Beautiful series that's in the tier 4 Patreon for Teresa Kogut. That's what I forgot. The board.
Oh, sorry.
I said, remind me, because I knew I would forget. I have
every
time lately. We did. Well, because we were doing other things, and so our mind was other places. It's okay. I'll put this paper behind it. So this is the Liberty Bell part. I got that completely finished, and I had that done on the 30th is when I finished it, June 30th. So I was ready for the new one. And it's out, and I have not started it. I just have it in a sheet protector just because it keeps me from bending them as much while I'm working on things. I don't have much of a glare problem with where I sit, but this one is so cute. I do have a friend from Stitch West that I met that she has finished hers, and it is just gorgeous. Just her picture versus this of it actually on her linen, her beautiful stitching. So Lisa did a great job, and and it was fun to see it all finished. I'm excited to do mine, and I just have not stitched as much, and so it's not started. I do on the next 4 ending date, that will be the direction I go. Well, one of the two. Oh no. And so that's it for my finishes. I have worked on Land That I Love. Now, Kira, your stitching progress has been on one of our charts that we're not showing yet.
2 of them.
2 of them that we're not showing yet.
Yeah. So I've been actually stitching a lot, honestly, compared to sometimes. But yeah, we're not showing them.
Sorry,
so you'll see them
soon.
in a few months. I'm stitching the wrong season.
Yeah, that's okay, because then it's the right one for us to be ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
This is in a bag or a project folder that I made. It's one that has a little thread bed-ish piece of fleece and then a zipper pocket, extra pockets here, and then these little threads. I actually like them a lot for the DMC because then I get lazy and I don't floss drop them. So I do think that that's nice. This is my extra threads for the project that I haven't used yet. So just being able to stick the threads over here. And this is the Land That I Love pattern by Teresa Kogut. And I got really nervous. Because I decided to do the border first to make sure it meets. And so I had started, I was going to have it all done before Stitch West in April. And I didn't get done. I got like halfway because then we decided to vend and I stopped stitching for a minute. And I had done the top part here and down the one side. Nope, other side. This top and down the side. And I just kind of got nervous and I just stopped picking it up because I was so worried that I wasn't going to meet. And so finally I pulled it out and it met.
Yay.
I said, guess what? It met. And my husband goes, whoa, we're so surprised you stitched it right. But that is a lot of stitching and a lot of double border stitching. I haven't done the double part. And these are only half stitches on, no. Yeah, they're half stitches, maybe. Yeah, part of it, just right through here, is just half stitched. But everything else is fully crossed, fully done. It matched. Oh, it's a celebration. So then I gave myself a reward and started the little house and then haven't been able, I say little house. Look at that monster. The mansion. This guy.
It's not as big as the other mansion.
I started the mansion on the bottom. Just to kind of give myself a reward from getting around the border. I do kind of want to work page by page now, but I'm in a position where I literally could start any row, any place on it. And thankfully I match. Also, I can get rid of some of the excess linen at the bottom so that I don't have quite as big of a blanket. Still a big one. He's a big boy.
It's too hot for that.
For blankets, yes.
Yeah.
We have been in a heat wave. I've heard a lot of people around the country saying heat wave. We've been in a heat wave. We hit record temperatures here in Utah on Sunday.
Yay.
It was hot.
It was really toasty.
It's when I call it stupid hot. There's a reason I don't live in Vegas or in St. George.
It's
Or
even
Phoenix.
more stupid hot.
Stupid hot. It's when you're like, I'm just going to stay in. There's no reason to go out. Another one that I put a little bit of work in on that I said I was going to be starting is The Piece on Earth by Shakespeare's Peddler. And it is part of a stitch along this month with Tara Sullivan of Sully Stitches, Jessica of Sweetwater Stitcher, and Stitchy Linda. So those are the people that you're tagging if you're part of the stitch along part. I decided to start in the top left, and I am stitching mine on antique ivory 36 count linen. And there's my little start. Now I haven't trimmed my linen again, but I have that little start. Let me put something behind here. See it a little bit better. But I started up, I do have the little white. It's very ghosty. There you can see it a little bit better. Very ghosty on camera, but just subtle enough. How do you feel about that?
The white or in general?
The bordery white.
Yeah, it's light. It's delicate.
How do you feel about the rest of it?
It's cute. I like these flowers.
They're very pretty, huh? The little poinsettias. I need to finish them. They're not done. I also, as I went across, I thought that I was ready to be able to stitch one here. So I actually had counted and started the flower here and then realized that I was off just one row. My border was fine. It was where I placed it. So I did take that one out so that I'm ready to go next time. I was like, oh, I'll do it when I pick it up again. And then I thought, no, because then I'm not going to want to pick it up again because I know it has an error. So I'm just going to take it out and then I can do it. But the first page goes about to here, about to where that, I say about, but over in this area. So that's, again, I'm going to kind of try to work page by page on it so that I'm not flipping. The only thing when I do get to these words here in the middle, I'll do a little bit. Obviously, I've gone a little bit further on these little singles because I did drag threads. I'll let you see my back. Oh, the things that she shows she shouldn't. Nobody ever shows their backs. But I did do a little bit of dragging on those because I did not want to do each one individually. And I feel like once I have something, if I just hang it up for you this way, you're definitely going to see them with the light behind. But when there's something behind it, like when it gets framed, I feel like that dragging, I did test it with different things and feel like it, other than I'm seeing the backlit of the pattern, because I have, this is what I have behind it, so I'm seeing that behind it, but I'm not seeing the little stitches. So anyway, or the dragging. And if that bothers you, at least it's not yours. I won't give it to you. Oh,
Sorry.
that's so rude. I'm so not generous with that. This one is in this project bag right now. I do want to get it switched over, but I feel like I've overloaded my couple of Christmas project bags and I have not, fixed that. That was one thing I worked on for Christmas in July. The other one, so we went on a camping trip, and as we were getting ready, I had taken all of the Needle Minder of the Month patterns from last year from Beverly McCullough that I have done or not done, and I put them here. And I went through and I looked at the flosses that were in them, and I said, I don't like that one, I do like this one. I just kind of gathered a little pile of DMC by me, and then as I would get to another pattern, I'd be like, oh, that's the right color for this one. Oh, that's the right color for this one. So I did a little bit of thread swapping. I left the flosses with them. And I was just like talking to my husband. He goes, why don't you bring those camping? I think in his mind, I was going to do the 10 I hadn't done on our camping trip. In my reality, I knew that wasn't going to happen. But, okay, so I took this bag camping because it's vinyl and it's wipeable. It smells like camping no matter what you do after. How's your life smell?
My
Like
life?
camping.
Well, my bag doesn't smell like it.
Oh, it doesn't?
Because it was in the tent the whole time. Because I didn't stitch at all.
Because I didn't stitch much either. So I'm up camping. I have this, I took a big piece of linen or it was Lugana. And I was like, I'll start on this one because it has a deer. We're in the mountains. I did see a deer by our camp. And so I was like, that's a cute one to start. I can't show you the inside of the chart. There's no finished on these ones. And guys, I came home from camping and we've unpacked and I have not, like, we're still on this because that way I could stitch all of them while I was there, which I thought was cute. But anyway, this is my start on it. I was going to just do this one side border and then move to the little boot and then do the cute deer on our trip. And I stitched on it maybe one day.
You stitched on it? I thought you stitched on it at least every day.
I didn't stitch on it every day. I stitched on it maybe the first 2 days. We were there 4 nights. Anyway, that's where I got to. I did make a change on the red. Mine, what's it called for?
666.
And I switched mine to, I think, 816. My green is 904.
911.
And it was 911. And my brown, I haven't decided between 436 and 434. It was called for 436. And these are the, whoops. 434 is the light, or the darker of the colors. So those are the 2 browns that I'm trying to decide between. And I just still haven't chosen which one I want to do. But again, those were just browns in the kits. I didn't go through, and all of these colors, the reds, the greens, were all ones that were included with one or the other, or one of the other patterns if I made a change. I haven't gone through my DMCs and made all of the changes. I will unhoop that later because I actually need my hoops back. And then the other one I worked on is this one. Just hand it to Kira. The Quilted Farmgirl. So one of the days they went to go on a hike and I stayed back. I had a terrible headache. I was not feeling very good. We were camping at 10,000 feet and oxygen is a little bit different. So this one I did pull out after I napped and drank a lot. Those are 2 things that kind of help. Actually, I didn't nap. I just rested. the kids at a neighboring camp were really loud right as I went to rest. But anyway, I just said, okay, I just need a break for a little bit. So they went on a hike, I rested, and I pulled out this one. I finished the little part right here. I had little parts I was just missing the other colors of, and I started the middle. And then you can see I had a red here. I had to go pick them up from the trail, and I don't think you even knew I pulled this one out up there, because I probably only stitched on it maybe 45 minutes. I didn't stitch for very long at all, just like I said, just that little bit, and got that little bit done. So I am excited about this one. I just have not, I have so many things I want to stitch. I have so many.
Such is the life of a stitcher.
Such is the life of a stitcher who looks at other patterns. If you don't look at other patterns, you don't want other patterns. Just keep looking at the patterns, it's fine. We're just feeding the, I'm gonna stick that in it. Feeding the problem. So I just, in my bag here, that's a huge mess, are those projects, the ones of the, look at this is embarrassing. Those ones from the Needle Minder of the Month and then the Farmgirl. And I will separate those back out, but I just, for right now. And that's what I stitched on. I got a little bit of haul that I'm going to show you. I am part of Teresa Kogut's Patreon, like I mentioned. So I was just going to show you for you tomato lovers. You can join and then cancel. Don't let me show the back of that. Where's the third one? Well, there's 3. And apparently I'm only showing you 2. But it's all tomato themed this month. So this one is called
Tomato.
Yum Tomato. And that is what it looks like. So if you're a tomato lover, that's one that you may want to join. Like I said, you can cancel before the end of the month and then you're not charged for the next month. And this one is the tomato cloche. In that little cloche. A cute little lid up there. So that one's a cute chart. And I'm so sorry, I don't know. I thought I grabbed all of them. My printer acted weird on them and was doing weird stuff. So, and then there was a sale. And these were on my wish list. So I bought Harvest Delivery by Plum Street Sampler, and I'm showing it this way because that's how the pattern is. And then I'm going to tip it so you can actually see what the stitch looks like. I know this one has been out for a while. What does it say on the back as far as dates anywhere? 2013. But I do think it's a cute little design with that horse. I do want a little bit more contrast when I choose my linen there, but I want to choose some cute fall colors and have that there. And then I will be looking at the, oh, it does say 1860 was the year that the Pony Express went into operation. It lasted for 18 months, and the average time it took for a message to get from one side of the country to the other was 10 days on horseback. Horses were changed out frequently, and each rider traveled an average of 75 miles per day. I've been to the Pony Express trail here in Utah. You've been to that, so there's the Harvest Delivery representing that. And then the other one I bought that's also Plum Street Sampler, you can tell they were selling a particular designer, and I've seen a lot, I think, I can't remember who I saw that just finished this, the Gather In. It's a large one, it's 196 by 149, a lot of fill in on the grass and the house. So that one does take most people a little while to finish. Plus, we stitch all the things in the process of stitching the things. So this is another one I'll want to kit. And eventually, I have not yet because I haven't kitted this month. I feel like I just said those ones. And then I did decide to do the Needle Minder of the Month Club for 2026. I appreciate that it is a much smaller box. Maybe a half or less of the other box, the other thing. If you remember me throwing confetti everywhere from the inside, there is no confetti in the box. The pattern is upside down that I just showed you. There's no confetti in the box. And I appreciate that. And where's my needle minder? Oh, it's in the other room. Do you want me to go get it while you talk to the people?
Do you want me to show the colors or something?
Yeah, don't show the inside, but you can show the pattern.
So the pattern is Liberty Sparkler. There it is. And the colors that it had, they're all DMC. They're pretty bright. But ta-da! There they all are.
Did you say they're pretty bright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're bright, patriotic.
Yep.
But cute.
I feel like I have some of both in my house though.
I don't have
But
any.
not. You're saying you're gonna want to borrow my pattern when I'm done.
No, I'm just saying that I don't have anything patriotic.
We gotta work on it.
Except for Braden's cross stitch he made.
There's the needle minder. Let me pull it off so you can see it a little bit better. Maybe. So very cute. I love the fireworks. Again, different fireworks.
Yep.
Did you look inside at the
No.
how it's stitched? Different.
Oh, nice.
They're cute. Different than what we've designed. It's just fun to see the different varieties. Just because one does it one way doesn't make it right or wrong. Just an artistic interpretation. So that's the cute little needle minder. I don't know which places still have subscriptions available, but I had just taken it. I have these little metal tins above my one of my sewing desks, and I just had put it there because that's where I put some of my extra needle minders. You just know if I say go get a needle minder, that's where you're gonna go.
Yep.
Because they're magnetic.
Needle minder central.
Yes. So I thought there were some good improvements there. The other thing is the embroidery piece now has an iron-on part, so you don't have to take it to a light table or, in my case, a window, which is what kind of stops me.
The original light table.
The original light table.
Also known as a window.
Yep. And then, so that's it for my haul. I did a little bit of quilting project. I decided to make the Quilter's Big Tote by Minki Kim. Goodness. Totally different person. Minki Kim. And I decided to do this version of the pattern on the back. So she has both ways. You can do it this way and you can do it this way. Both of them are reversible. One thing that I would say about the pattern, which I left the rest of the pattern in the other room, but the one thing I would say about the pattern is that when the pattern says, see my video before beginning, and then the video is actually hard to find, has no words in it, is just
subtitles.
Some, but some not. Some just doing it and little captions showing up. That's frustrating for me because when I buy a pattern, I expect the pattern to teach me how to do it. I don't love the inside, so I probably will never reverse this because the binding on it was so small. I don't want to give dimensions, but just because it is a pattern for sale, I would have doubled that if I would have realized how it was going to be. But I do have this tote done.
Yay!
So I do like it, other than I have one little spot I can see I need to fix. Apparently I have a couple strings that have picked up their way here, but I did it all of this way. Kira helped me. I had a little charm pack. I needed 2 of them, well, part of the second one to be able to do it. I just went through some of my fabrics and found ones that would match with it. And then, so did the top part. The handles I had to buy some strapping for, but I like the way they turned out. I like the way she has you stitch on them.
Yeah, I like that. And
the measurements came out pretty accurate. That one's a little bit more off. This one's a little bit more even. I like that strapping. I like the covering it with the fabric part, and then that bag. So I did use the Annie's stabilizer, the So Soft, so that it is soft and stable. That's the word. Soft and stable. I do have a little quilt label there on it. because it tells you to put a woven label on it. So I did.
Nice.
So there's that pattern. That's my only review on it, is that it is one that I did need the video. The video was hard to find and it wasn't as helpful as I wish it was, but I wish that my pattern, when I pay for a pattern, I wish my pattern would just show me what it is and not need to actually see the video, because I have followed other patterns. I mean, all of these I've used without seeing any videos and been totally fine. So I do feel like that's one disadvantage of it, but otherwise I highly recommend it. I will probably be making another one for you.
Woot woot.
You need to pick out fabric and decide if you want it solid or if you want it with that design. And then I learned some things that I will do differently that will make it better.
Nice.
So, okay, life. This is why we've been busy. My son came home July 1st. So fun to have him come home. I've been told I'm glowing because I have my baby home. And it's been really good to see him. He had to go from an elevation of sea level to, we're about 4,700 approximately here at our house. So that elevation change, he did feel that. He had to travel for about 20 hours of travel. So he came in pretty tired, but with energy to celebrate with us. We did a brisket my husband smoked and some homemade smoked mac and cheese.
So yummy.
Just to bring him home. And he said, whoa, the flavors are so different here.
We had grandparents over and all of us. So,
yep.
It was fun.
It was good. And then a couple days later was the 4th of July, the America 250 birthday celebration.
Yay.
We hosted a barbecue with that, had my sisters over and one sister's kids and their children and spouses. So we had about 20 people for the 4th of July. And it was nice outside that day.
Did you guys watch fireworks?
We did not watch fireworks.
Me neither.
Because the party kind of ended 8 or 9. Fireworks shows were 10. Yeah, there were a lot of little kids at the party. A lot of little kids. It was fun.
We went home and went to bed. Paisley didn't even budge when the fireworks went off. The city fireworks.
Yeah, city fireworks. We couldn't even hear fireworks. We did hear them from the stadium that's close by.
There's a big fireworks ban here.
Yes, most of Utah. Statewide fireworks ban for neighborhoods.
Yeah,
there were certain
cities.
Yeah, there were a couple places you could do them. If you went out to the sand dunes where there's nothing to light on fire, you could do them there. A few cities set some designated areas that they could do, but we were under a ban and it was silent. It was kind of weird, but we
kind of nice for a sleeping baby for us.
A sleeping baby for a lot of people's pets.
Yeah,
I think that was a different thing, but we didn't make it to a fireworks show. And then we went on a camping trip right after the 4th.
Yep.
So we left and
it was a lot of fun.
Went camping up in the Uintas at Trial Lake. I love that campground. It's one I went to as a child. And the irony of the whole situation, our last day, somebody had brought a truck and put it kind of in our campsite. And I just went over to the next camp and said, hey, can we have somebody, whoever's truck that is, just move it so we can bring in our kids' cars, because they were camped out, or they were parked outside the campground. And we said, we just need to bring them in so we can pack up and leave. And the owner of the truck was my brother's best friend from his childhood. I've known him since I was 1. And so we were able to visit. And he's like, I remember camping up here with your family. And that was the last time I was up here, was with your family growing up. So it was fun. He was always fun to have along on the trips and a good friend. So it was kind of funny because his camp was all youth, they were young men, teenage boys. Yeah, teenage boys. And I walked up and immediately hugged him.
We looked over, we were like, Dad, Mom's hugging a random guy.
And their camp's like, so wait, do you guys know each other? Do you know each other? Do you guys know each other? We're like, yeah, we do. I don't just hug the guy who parked his truck in my spot. We leave her at
camp one day to go on a hike, and she's hugging random guys.
He wasn't even there that day. Anyway. Yeah, you can't leave me for 5 minutes. It was good.
Paisley did so good. She loved it up there. We were nervous because she's 9 months old, so it's like a toss-up. We were sleeping in a tent, so But she did really good, honestly. It was cold.
That last night got really cold.
But she did good.
Yeah.
So
it was weird to go from
being
66
outside.
degrees up there and 94 when we got home.
So hot.
And it was about an hour and a half drive. And we changed that much. And then we went into the 106 weekend that we were like, whoa, hit us hard. But yeah, she did really good. She bonded with me because Kira and her husband were fishing. And so I would play with her.
She always wanted to hold on to the pole, so it was kind of hard to fish when she's pulling the line. And yeah.
Trial Lake has minnow, so they're catching fish this big at times.
Tiny.
And then trout. Tiger trout, rainbow trout.
And the other one that Dad always said that I can't remember the name.
Well, apparently we aren't your fishing resource. We're here about cross stitch.
Yeah.
We had
Good
food camping. I like to cook my food ahead of time. Just like we had tacos and sloppy joes. I make the meal ahead of time, freeze it, and then that way it's frozen in the cooler a little bit longer.
And you just heat it up.
And you just heat it up in your pot. So it's a little bit easier that way. So there was easy food, easy relaxing camp. We played some games, threw some axes. I didn't do that part.
Played bocce ball.
Bocce ball. Lots of bocce ball.
Yeah, it's fun in the mountains. You never know where that's going to go.
Don't hit a rock. Oh, I hit the rock.
Yeah, all of us hit the rock.
Those poor bocce balls. They are our mountain bocce balls. If we want nice ones, we should buy a new set. But
yeah,
for right now.
What's the point of that?
Yeah. Well, you can't take it camping.
Yeah.
And then we came home and had one day home to unpack and clean up. And then we had family over and friends Sunday afternoon after church. Our son spoke and shared his experiences at church. And then people came over and gathered. So family and friends. Some I don't know because they're friends with my son, but we had probably around 50-ish people.
Yeah, there were a lot of people.
And it was 109, 7, 8. I don't remember. It was record breaking, but we, knowing that it was going to be that hot, we didn't want to send people out to the patio and do canopies and things like that. It's just way too hot to have the door opening and closing. It's way too hot to be outside. And so we just cleared a space in the basement, put up extra chairs there, and then had people on our main floor so that they could stay cool. And I thought it was a good event. We did Cafe Rio pork, if you're wondering like what do you serve for that. Homemade. So I just have a recipe that I make and my own homemade dressing, guacamole. My sister made, as she called it, a grundle, I think is what she called it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
She had the biggest Pyrex bowl full of salsa and just enjoyed that. Lots of desserts.
All cookies.
Cookies. Everybody that brought them were in the mood to make cookies. So we had that. And then we finally made it to this week. Life maybe back to cross stitching.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get the frames on the way completed and probably today.
Yeah.
And then you have one that you're working on that is really turning out cute.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. So
we're excited to share them with you. Sorry that we don't have anything new today, but we've had a lot. So what are your plans other than stitching those two things?
Stitching those. I have a dress that I'm finishing up this week as well. And then Paisley's had lots of doctor's appointments this week. So she has a cranial helmet to help. She had a flat spot on her head. And then she has physical therapy to help her neck not be slanted. So anyway, so she got the second insert inside the helmet. So her head has filled out the one and now she's on the second. So that's exciting. Her head's looking a lot better.
It is.
She has torticollis plagiocephaly, if any of you know what that is. So it's just a flat head and a slanted neck. So anyway, but she's doing great with it. She hasn't minded. She's had the helmet for about 2 months. So but yeah, she's moving and cruising. She's crawling and standing up, and she laughed for the first time this week. Like actual laugh. With me and my husband, so
yeah, she climbed up the stairs.
Yeah,
today.
She climbed up the stairs today. So my parents just have 2 stairs up out of their living room, and she just comes over and just went right up them. We were like, we don't have any stairs. We live in a basement, so
you have a door to the stairs.
Yeah,
That's about it.
But we don't have access to the actual stairs.
So it's good to learn on 2 stairs where if there is an error, there's not as much room to fall down, and then we'll work on the bigger ones. But yeah. So I'm going to work on my Peace on Earth. I'm going to work on probably the one that Teresa Kogut did with the strawberries that I wanted to do that has the houses.
Oh man,
it was a
Oh wait, no.
No, it came with the peaceful.
I can't remember.
No, not peaceful.
Well, that one.
Anyway, I had that one out by my chair the whole time, and I just never worked on it. So anyway, we'll just do some stitching, stay inside where it's cool and air conditioned, and that's pretty much it.
Yep.
My raspberries are on. I'll pick raspberries. I have not been scratched by a cat.
Yeah.
It's looking, that's a bird.
It's looking better.
Yeah, it's looking better. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then we have some patterns that we're getting ready to share with you that we're excited to share. And hopefully you are finding air conditioning, poolsides, all the places you want to be this summer, maybe camping a little bit somewhere cooler, and spending time with loved ones as well. We're glad that you were able to spend some time with us today.
And yeah, keep stitching something. Bye.
Bye.